Aries, welcome back to Steampunk Psyche. If you are a returning subscriber, I want to say cool, appreciate you. Thanks for showing up. If you're brand new to the channel or just cross-watching for your particular sign, I'm JT. We're going to do a general reading, of course. Like I always tell everybody, sometimes Aries, these circumstances line up with the cards. Sometimes they don't, So when it shines, let it shine, okay? Let it flirt with you for a little bit, what I'm getting at, okay? And if it doesn't resonate with you, leave it for the next person. Okay, I'll give you the shuffle up and we'll talk about the categories. Okay, Aries, I have already shuffled the cards, but for transparency's sake, I'll shuffle in front of you. Also, I'm going to let you know I have your brand new haiku poems ready. I will do those right before I start your reading. Okay, I feel like it's a really cool way to just transition into the reading, and I hope you like them. Let me know in the comments. Okay. Aries, I wish for you health, wealth, stability, love, peace, harmony. I hope that card kind of turned around there. I hope that everything is lining out for you, okay? I'm going to lay these out. We'll talk about this. We're going to look at your current energy. Crossing challenge. This camera may decide to go in and out, but it will clean up as soon as I stop, okay? We're going to look at the foundation. We're going to look at the recent past. We're going to look at the possibilities. We're going to look at, oh, I like that. I haven't seen that in a bit. We're going to look at the near future. Aries, it's looking like you got the Lover's card in the near future. Here we go. All right, we're going to look at the self. We're going to look at the environment. We had that card. It came out all right. Hopes, fears, wishes, and worries, and the outcome and the direction. Aries, this is going to be an interesting read, I assure you. Listen, I'm going to take time here to check out these cards, and while I do, here are your brand new poems from Haiku Corner. Okay, Aries, we're going to go over these cards with you. Listen, yeah, you do have the Lovers in this hand, okay? But I feel like, and it's definitely a soul connection here, okay? But this reading's also got some bite. It's got a little teeth, all right? And if you're brave and you're willing, we'll go over this together, all right? We're going to talk about it. In your current energy, you have this Eight of Cups, okay? This is definitely like a situation where kind of like a soft landing for you here. It's the moment where something that used to feel really fulfilling for you, okay, it just feels too small, okay. It's not fitting inside your life anymore, okay. So this has got the quiet exit, the emotional backpack, the trip that you're about to adventure on here. This is I can't keep doing this energy any longer. It's not replying instantly to someone who's breadcrumbs you, um, maybe for months, and for some of you it could have been longer than that, okay. But this is muting someone's Instagram stories because I don't know, watching them just triggers wounds, okay. This is emotionally detaching from some kind of a situationship for some, that never gave you clarity. And so it really is just telling me here, like you're realizing that you can't be the only one who's putting forth all the effort all the time. Okay, so this energy is, it's pulling your energy back from someone who's only showing up, like when they're lonely. Okay, choosing peace over your passion, that burns too freaking hot. Okay, you're letting go of the fantasy version here. You know, this is I'm craving emotional depth. Okay, not surface level bullshit flirting. So, someone may act a little confused. Or suddenly like do a check in because I feel like they're going to feel your energy pulling away here. Okay, it has both masculine and feminine energy, but masculine would be like, I don't know, just realizing that they can't keep you waiting anymore. And the feminine energy would be claiming your emotional sovereignty here, right? Um, as far as synchronicities are concerned, could be seeing like 111. It represents new beginnings. For some of you, I don't know, like black feathers, maybe maybe some kind of a synchronicity for someone. But as far as the timing, this shift is happening. Okay, now through Aries season, so March 21st through April 19th. This could have already happened or taken place, but definitely this is in the present energy here. Okay, we're going to talk about this crossing challenge. We got the Nine of Cups. I'm going to be gentle with this one. You know, hang in there with me. Be patient. This is going to unfold beautifully. Um, this is believing that you deserve the thing that you want. Okay, that's what this card is about. It's you believe because the thing that you want, without settling for the almost version of it, is what I'm trying to say here. Okay, um, this is emotional fulfillment. You know, attracting emotionally unavailable people, though, is the hidden underlying stream here. It's like you're close to a dream, but you fear of like sabotaging it. Okay. For some of you, this may apply. Okay. Just take what fits. But this is the someone wants you, but only on their terms, and so you might be tempted to go back to someone because they feel familiar to you. Okay. So be patient with yourself. This is all about timing. And just stick with me here because this is going to unfold. Like, um, so So maybe you're afraid to ask for more because you don't, want to, I don't know, maybe you don't want to feel like you're the needy one, something like that. Maybe, you're manifesting love, but still healing from past disappointments, and so those energies keep coming up for you. This is craving intimacy, but avoiding like the vulnerability. Not on your part, I don't feel like. I feel like it's somebody else's, right? I don't know. It's got the afraid that maybe your wish might actually come true here. Okay, so maybe someone's offering you like, the comfort side, but you want, the passion and the depth involved in this. Okay. So I don't know. Someone might be acting a little smug, confident or something like, or like they know you'll come back. Okay. And so I want you to really pay attention here. Okay. In the masculine energy, it has the I want to impress you, but I'm going to avoid every bit of the emotional depth that you require, and as far as the feminine um, energy, it's like you're definitely desiring that emotional fulfillment, and but it has that fear of disappointment. So some of you, as far as synchronicities are concerned, there could be a sign of butterflies. Okay, the numbers 222, which represent alignment here. Okay, keep in mind this is the overindulgence and joy card, and so if I had started off with that, you may go, I don't feel like that, JT. So that's why I kind of leave that towards that end. Like I said, this reading has a little bit of bite, but it does have definitely clarity that you deserve at the end. Okay. We're going to move on now, though. What we have now is the Three of Pentacles. Okay. This is everything. It's connection, it's friendship, right? It's reunion energy. Um, and yeah, it does have maybe a third party type of dynamic involved here. Okay. Someone wants to, reconnect with you, somebody from your past, perhaps, a friend who may end up becoming like a romantic possibility. It's got third party situations that may complicate things for you here, but I don't know. It could also indicate like you're going to be invited to some type of a, I don't know, a celebration, or something like that. You might see something very significant, but it's got the building things uh, energy. I want to build something with you. Somebody's maybe watching your social media pretty religiously, I would think. Um, as far as that negative energy, I kind of got that. This would be the friend with benefits situation. Somebody wants that to evolve, and you're like, you're done with that shit, right? So I don't know, but it could also just be just a simple, someone flirting with you in a group setting, around some friends or something, like somebody busts off with some kind of comment. But I know that you are realizing that it's all about intimacy. It's not about just fun here, okay? So it could look like someone acting really casual but secretly jealous, and it has both masculine and feminine energy. So the masculine energy would be playful, flirty, testing the waters, that type of energy. But feminine is definitely magnetic and socially, you know, um, kind of have that glow going on right now. So we could be talking about synchronicities like the numbers 333 that represents expansion. Um, I don't know, maybe you might be seeing someone's initials, repeatedly. We could be talking about, any kind of earth signs as well, like, I don't know, Taurus, maybe Virgo. That may be significant time frames for you, like the I don't know, the latter part of April through the latter part of May, something like that. All right, we're going to look now at the recent past. We got the Page of Cups. This is crush energy. This is the sweet message. The hey stranger, you know what I mean? That text that comes in. It's kind of got that shy romantic vibe type thing to it. But this is this is maybe the shy person that has developed person, like feelings for you. Okay, this doesn't have to apply, but for some, it's like, I don't know, someone may have liked your old photos or something and commented. Okay, and so that may be how they try to approach you in that situation. This could be like you having a romantic dream about someone here. A new emotional beginning, right? I don't know, maybe it started, but it didn't really kind of like take off. Okay, it didn't really bloom. For someone, it might be like, I don't know, maybe they apologized, but their behavior still is showing that kind of an immaturity. We do reference kind of the page as an immature, not to say that that's a negative thing. I'm just saying a little less emotionally in your category that you're looking for, right? But I don't know. This is feeling hopeful about love again. Receiving compliments from people. I don't know, maybe people that stuck with you, stuck around. Um, I don't know, but like I said, it does kind of have that inexperience, involved, but they're definitely showing interest. Okay, so as far as the masculine is concerned, we're talking about maybe it's a nervous energy, right? Um, kind of like testing the waters, and for the feminine, it's open hearted, but definitely cautious. Okay, and it makes sense. For timing, we could have been talking about maybe like the last 3 to 6 weeks ago, something like that could have happened. I don't know, just take what fits with you. All right, we're going to move on now into the possibilities here. This is you know, this is the part that might sting a little, okay? Um it's a painful cycle. It's ending, okay? It's the ending that's setting you free though. For some it could be like a karmic cycle, or a marriage contract, something like that. But I feel like this is more like you're stopped uh you've stopped waiting for those that didn't show up for you, okay? Realizing that someone, wasn't who you thought that they were. Okay, so there's maybe some conversation still playing around in your head that's kind of like got that toxic tie to it, right? Stop chasing, the unavailable people. um, there's no shame in that, right? It's releasing guilt, you know, um, and shame from the past. So this is you're stop betraying yourself to keep others comfortable card, right? So I don't know, someone may have acted a little shocked that you're actually done, right? It's got both masculine and feminine energies in it. So the masculine would kind of resemble uh, the forced to face the consequences here. Okay, and the feminine is definitely reborn and re-rising. You know, it's coming into their own. So somebody, as far as synchronicities, maybe like the numbers 444, that feminine energy, it represents protection. Okay, for some of you, I don't know, maybe you resonate with like the spirit animal, the owl, that represents, you know, wisdom and timing. So this could represent like 10 days or you know, during the next like air sign season. So it'd be like Gemini, you know. For some of you may be dealing with Gemini. So but May 21st to like June 20th might be a significant date for some of you. All right, here's where it gets interesting. The near future. I know a lot of you just love to see this card, okay, and what it represents, but this is the real deal. This is a choice. It's a connection. You know, this is definitely a magnetic pull that you can't ignore. The Lover's card. You know, Gemini, like I said earlier. For some of you, it may be Gemini. You know, just take what fits. You know, but it doesn't have to be the case. This is a soulmate level connection. Okay, entering. You know, or returning back. For some of you, it could be the push pull retreat of the twin flame journey if you resonate with that kind of energy. But this is maybe choosing between two people. Like I said, you could already be in a relationship with someone, or you know, and that relationship is you've made a decision to leave this. You're done. You know, this is someone who's choosing you after a long period of that confusion. Okay, so I feel like there is within this energy, there's that deep conversation that's about to take place for you. Okay, this is the near future. This is coming up. This could be tomorrow. Tomorrow. It could be today. That type of energy. Okay, but there's undeniable chemistry with someone new here. You know, um, so somebody's about to confess their feelings. You know, and I think that I think you're ready for real love. You know, you've been through the BS already. Okay, so this is like someone becomes bold, decisive, um, emotionally open here. So it's got both masculine and feminine energy. So for the masculine, it's definitely they choose love over their fear. Okay, like I said, this is reciprocated. So and the feminine is definitely receiving the clarity, you know, and that devotion that you know that you've been craving. So it's partnership. Somebody could be seeing you know, the numbers 222, right? That represents a partnership, or at least the coming together, the joining, combining. I don't know, you might be hearing songs or something like that that really feels like your story right now, you know, so pay attention to those synchronicities. We are talking about definitely Gemini. Maybe we're within the next 6 days or something like that. That might be significant for somebody. Okay. All right. So now we're moving on into the self. And again, we've got the Six of Cups, right? A lot of cups in this reading here. This is, you know, the generic flavor is definitely nostalgic. It's reflecting, it's reconnecting with the inner child. Okay, but this is could be you thinking about someone from the past. That particular lover's situation could be that soulmate from the a past, or you know, the one that I don't know. The energy just took a separation somehow. This could be you like revisiting old photos or messages or something like that as well. But you know, this has got that emotional safety. You know, feeling like home. You know, um, you've healed some old wounds, you know, and so I feel like you're remembering who you were before all this heartbreak, this chaos, this situation, you know, and so it's brought you back to that craving the innocence and the sweetness kind of side of love, okay, and that's a beautiful, beautiful thing. You know, maybe you're reconnecting with some old hobbies or something like that, you know, but definitely softening in the emotional department here. So it has both masculine and feminine energy. So the masculine would kind of be like the protective, maybe nostalgic. So you might be recognizing somebody who's becoming pretty protective of you. As far as the feminine energy is concerned, we're talking about, you know, again, very tender, very open hearted, that type of situation. So synchronicities, you could be, like I said, hearing like some songs from the past, like from your childhood days, right? Um, I don't know, maybe seeing someone's name repeating over and over again. Maybe you're dreaming about that. Anyway, we could be talking about, um, again, 6 is again the same number, so 6 days, or during like Cancer season, something like that, around the June 21st through July 22nd type of date. That might be significant as well for someone. Okay, moving on into the environment. Your world is exploding. You got the the Queen of Pentacles here. So um, I'm thinking this is like someone in the distance that's thinking about you. This has got blow up, glow up. Okay. Um, you're planning a move or a trip or something, someone waiting for the right moment, maybe to reach out to you. This is definitely manifesting bigger opportunities. So we're talking about maybe a job or something like that, or maybe you're dealing with a client from afar. You know what I mean? Like this just gives me that vibe of, I don't know, maybe for some of you, you may have an online presence, okay, and I don't know, maybe that I don't know, maybe a new chapter is about to begin with this. Something's about to explode for you in that situation, okay? You could be, strategizing, on how to approach that new situation for some of you. But this is definitely a grounded energy here. This is stepping into a way bigger version of yourself that you've ever been. And I feel like whoever that energy is for, it definitely is trying to, contact you, trying to. It's seeing your glow up, okay? And so the bigger you get, maybe a little bit of intimidation factor there. So keep that in mind. It's got both masculine and feminine, mainly the feminine energy here, which definitely is receptive. It's the visionary kind of an energy. And so the masculine energy would be kind of this pulled back, more strategic, more patient, to try to match your energy here. So we could be seeing synchronicities, maybe like, birds, something that resembles change. I don't know, like 555, the number 555, maybe significant. Anyway, all right, we're going to move on into the hopes, fears, wishes, and the worries. And we have the justice. Could be talking about Libra energy here for some of you. This is you want fairness, you want balance, okay? Reciprocity. We saw that in both of the cards, Three of Cups, Three of Pentacles, you know, but it has a hint of fear, from karma, consequences, or maybe even just truth itself. You want someone to treat you right. We all do, and so you fear like someone maybe getting away with something. Okay, you got to let that shit go. That is the part where your closure, turns the chapter here, right? Fear of making that wrong choice, and you want honesty, but karmic balance is here. It's showing up. Okay, you could be facing some kind of a legal or financial issue at this time for some of you, and you're wanting that clarity, right? The judge is here. The judge is there. So just know that stay out of the defensive mode here, you know, um, or the overly logical side, and allow justice to do its diligence here. Okay. As far as the masculine energy is concerned, this is I want to fix things kind of energy, and the feminine energy is I want emotional truth. Okay. Some of you could be seeing like signs of 1111, you know, um, that represents, karmic alignment. Somebody could be, having a situation with keys. Okay. I've had this come up a few times in some readings, and I kind of feel like it's like, locking your keys in your car, or in the, I don't know, you lock the door and you shut the door and your keys are inside. I don't know. That could apply to somebody. Take what fits, right? But we are talking about Libra season, so there could be a significant date for someone between the date of like September, I don't know, the latter part of September, through the latter part of October. Okay. The outcome and the direction. Take a deep breath. All right. I'm saying this with love. You may initially overlook a blessing because you're still healing from some disappointment. All right. I told you, you got that Lover's card. I told you from the beginning, there's a little bit of sting in this, but there's bite. And I feel like you're holding on to something here, though. It could be like you're ignoring a message because you're afraid of being hurt. So your trust has really kind of been broken, right? Because of other people's intentions, and so it's got you kind of like in that emotionally numb state. You don't want the dating games. So it kind of puts you in that afraid to open up situation. But I feel like I feel like maybe you might be missing some of the signs from the universe. That's why I kind of really leaned into these signs. So, you know, I know you crave something deeper. You're healing. Um, you're healing before you're accepting some new love, and there is nothing wrong with that. Okay. This has got someone may feel rejected. Even if I don't know, even if you're just overwhelmed. So really pay attention, because I feel like that door's opening for you. Okay, and you don't want to be hesitant. You know. Um, and you don't want to be so overprotective and so cautious that you have a hard time moving forward here. So um, listen, I feel like you've walked away. You're choosing yourself. You're stepping into this new side of yourself, which does definitely involve a new connection, and it feels faded here, right? So shed those old patterns, get rid of those old wounds. All those things that kept you small, right? Something's about to meet you where you are, okay? The lovers in your near future, it's no joke, right? It's a connection that feels like, I recognize you. I've known you before. That's the kind of energy. It feels like home. And so that Four of Cups, it just reminds you that healing and readiness, they definitely matter in this situation, right? Aries, I love you. I respect you. I appreciate you. I feel like this is soft. I feel like somebody has just really been heartbroken before, and really trying to trust themselves again. And so I give you permission. All right, Aries, I give you permission. I love you. I respect you. I hope you got something from it. If you did, would you give it a thumbs up? Anyway, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, I invite you to subscribe. Okay, make sure you turn those notifications on so you get the new readings. Anyway, okay, maybe confirmation for some, clarity for others. I love you. I respect you. Hope I get to see you on the next readings. Okay, all right, bye bye.